Hello, Kensington. This is Dennis Payne coming to you from Salvation Army on Allegheny at Jasper. Today they are having a get-to-know-you meal. I hope everybody does come out today, and thank those that do. Thank you. God bless.
My husband, Major John Riley, and I met in 1991 at the Salvation Army School for Officers Training in Suffern, New York. My husband had grown up in Buffalo, and as a child, his family kind of landed at the Salvation Army through Vacation Bible School. His dad was Irish Protestant, and his mom was Irish Catholic. And the only place where the two of them could agree upon to worship was the Salvation Army. In my case, I did not grow up in the Salvation Army, but I did grow up with a dad who was a pastor, and he pastored a non-denominational church in Queens, New York, Corona, Queens. That's where I grew up. That's where I got my roots about the gospel. And as I interacted with people, I got a real sense that there was something lacking, because people often had just a void in their life that I believed could only be filled with faith. That's when I felt my calling to become a Salvation Army officer. We were married in August of 1993. We've served in multiple locations with the Salvation Army in Massachusetts, in Connecticut, Pennsylvania, New York, and in 2010 we were appointed to the Salvation Army Pioneer Corps here in Kensington. On the first Sunday that we arrived here, when we were in worship, I got a real sense of the legacy that was being handed down to us. I recalled Salvation Army history and the fact that the Pioneer Corps was the very first corps established in the United States of America in the 1800s. And I thought about all those people that came before us whose mission was to share the love of God by practically meeting human needs. And I felt the weight of that responsibility, but also the awesome privilege of that responsibility. I do understand the theme of free will and the fact that God allows us each to choose. And in our communities, we see people making choices that are devastating to their lives. And so what we try to present to them is the ability to choose another way, which we believe will result in an abundant life for them. And I think that we have that in common with the Quaker. I believe strongly the words of Jesus Christ when he came and he said that I have come to give you life and give it to the full. Whereas the life that Christ came to give, which you are able to choose freely, is an abundant life, and it is rich. And so you can live out your life in the fullness of that faith, in the fullness of your experience with Him, which then overflows into your relationships with the world around you. In the Salvation Army, we definitely believe in Christianity with its sleeves rolled up. And that means that we're able to really get with people and meet them right where they are, even if it means that sometimes we might get our hands dirty. But we can't really convey the love of Christ if we're not willing to meet people where they are.